Having tough conversations isn't the easiest thing. Conflict happens every day and it's a part of your natural life. You can't avoid conflict and you can't avoid having tough conversations. So make sure that you use the right steps in order to make sure your tough conversation is a success. When having a tough conversation, make sure you do a self-check. You don't want to come into the conversation in a bad attitude because you had a stressful day, or you just want to come in with a good attitude. And then you also want to make sure that your intentions are completely clear. You don't want the person you're talking to assume where you're coming from. You want your intention to be clear and direct. Also, when you're having your tough conversation, make sure you're stating the facts. State the facts of the situation. Talk about the impact of those facts. And also, have some ownership. If you're having a tough conversation where you also have some faults, don't be afraid to take a little bit of ownership about that. And then close your conversation with the request. Now, I've told you the good things about having a tough conversation. I've basically instructed you on the things that you should do during your tough conversation. Now let's see an example of what a bad, tough conversation looks like when you don't follow the rules.
Another stressful day at work. Supposed to have my yearly review today. I hope it goes well.
Jeff, I gotta talk to you, Jeff. What's going on? We're supposed to have this review. Let's get this over with. You're slacking. Your performance.
I'm slacking. My
Your performance is not up to par.
I'm doing the best I can.
How are you doing the best you can? You're late every day.
Well, I can admit sometimes some days I'm 10 minutes late.
Some
but
days
I have
like
kids
every day.
that I have to take to school. So
Every day you're late.
well, I do have kids. I have a life outside of work.
And you're expected to be here at a certain time. So how is that my problem?
Well, I understand that. Well, at least I show up, number one.
I'm supposed to be grateful you show up?
Some
Remember,
people
this is
show
your
up.
yearly review, buddy. You could be out the door.
Out the door, well, good luck trying to find someone who's gonna take beatings all the time from their boss.
You know what? Why don't you just leave? This isn't working out here. Your performance isn't up to par. You aren't hitting the metrics every month. What are you doing here?
Well,
You don't want to be here.
work. I do want to be here. I'm not saying I don't want to be here. If I came off a little too rude, my sincerely apologies. I do want to be
When
here.
you get here on time, this is what we need to work on from here on out. You get here on time, you do your work, and you make sure you hit those monthly metrics. And that's it.
I'm doing the best I can. I have a 2-year-old child. I'm a single father. I have no help.
I'm not here for the sob stories. I'm not your friend. We get here to do work.
Well, when I come, I do work. I only take 15-minute breaks. I put in overtime.
Well, you only get the 15-minute break because you're late every day. That's all you get.
Well, according to my pay plan, my break should be half an hour.
Well, according to our agreement, you should be here on time. But anyway, Jeff, this concludes our review. I hope you improve.
There's times when you're late. I understand you're the boss, but
I'm the boss. Listen.
Lead by example.
You're not reviewing me. I review you, bud. You're on probation. Get here on time and do your work right. I don't want to hear any lip.
Great. Let me get this done.
You see how bad that conversation went? The intention wasn't clear. The leader of the tough conversation did not do a self-check clearly. And the other party got defensive. No one was hearing the other one out, and the conversation just went completely bad. So nobody gained anything from that conversation. Now, let's look at a good tough conversation using the model that I talked about earlier. Using those key steps so that both parties have something to gain and the message is clear.
Another stressful day at work today. Supposed to have my yearly review today. I hope it goes well.
Hi, Jeff.
Good morning.
How are you? Good morning.
Well, I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Well, you can kind of put that away. We're here to have a little chat today, about your performance this past year.
Okay, how did I do?
Well, you seem a little nervous.
Well,
you're a good employee. you're here. We like having you. So I just want to go over some things, talk about what you can improve on and what you're doing great. So my intent really is to just help you grow here at this company. So don't be nervous.
Okay. I'm ready.
So I will say that you're a hard worker. You know, I really like your work ethic. I think that you can have a really good impact here at the company. The only thing I would say is you need to work on your time management. You come in a little late, more than usual.
I do. Well, I have a 2-year-old that, you know, I'm a single father, and sometimes it's hard, you know, to put him. I have nowhere, you know, to put him. Sometimes my mom's working, you know, I have to find a babysitter. So, you know, my apologies for being late sometimes.
I didn't even know that. I wish you would have expressed that, you know, instead of just being late every day. You could have just came to me. I have an open door policy.
Well, I really appreciate that. You know, sometimes, you know, the boss can look a little intimidating, and, you know, I really appreciate that.
Well, we do have a program for child sitting for employees at our company. We should definitely look into getting you enrolled in that. That'll definitely help you.
That sounds great. You know,
Yeah.
I'll sign up right away.
Because if you get your time management down pat, I really think you can be one of my top employees here in this department. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to it.
The other thing is also, you know, we have monthly metrics. We have goals that we have to achieve in this department. And you're almost there, but you're not hitting your metrics every month. So are you
Yeah.
having any struggles? Do you
Well,
need any support?
Sometimes I have a lot on my mind, you know, again, being a single father. But I won't let that stop me from getting my job done.
Okay, well maybe with the child sitting program, maybe that'll help you, and we'll kind of monitor your performance and how it goes over the next probably 2 to 3 months. We'll see how you improve with that.
I really appreciate that. Some bosses don't care about their employees and their, you know, outside their lives. You know, they just care about themselves.
Well, like I said again, I have an open door policy, so if you have anything basically interrupting your work, or if you feel like you need to improve somewhere, just let us know so we can support you and get you to where you need to be.
I absolutely will.
Do you have any questions for me?
Well, I know I've been here only a few years, but I just wanted to know maybe if we can talk about a possible raise sometime in the future.
Well, we can definitely look at how you improve once we get you in the child sitting program, if that helps with your time management and also your performance with the metrics. And then we'll see how that goes over the next 60 days. And then we can have this discussion again and we can talk about that. Okay.
That sounds really good.
Alrighty. Well, see, it wasn't so bad, right?
No, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Alrighty. Well, I hope that you can improve, but we will be monitoring you over the next 60 days. So.
All right. Thank you.
Alright. Have a good day.
You too. Whew. Man, that really wasn't that bad at all.
Now, that is how a tough conversation is supposed to go. The intention was clear. The self-check was there. Both parties got to express themselves, and it was just a positive conversation. And it closed out well. So now you get to see the difference between a tough conversation where you don't follow the model and how that can go, and you see an example of a good tough conversation. Now, I encourage you to have that tough conversation. When you're having your tough conversation, make sure you do a self-check, come in with a positive attitude, state your intentions, state the facts of the situation, tell what the impact of those facts may be. Also, don't be afraid to take some ownership and close it out. I just really hope that you guys tackle those tough conversations and don't be scared to have yours. I've had mine and I can say that it went pretty well. Now, your tough conversation may not just be one conversation. It could be several conversations talking about the same thing. But don't be scared to have a conversation that truly matters. Thank you.